What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Short Box. My name's Ryan, and today I got a pretty dope comic that I'm going to share with you guys. Felt. True Tales of Underground Hip Hop. Now, if you guys have already seen it, which I hope you have, I interviewed one of my favorite artists, Jim Mahfood. Huge fucking fan of his work. His hip-hop influences, his graffiti influences, and his art style have always been something that I really enjoyed. My first exposure to his work was when he did the Clerks comics back in the late 90s. He also did I think he did a story for the Ultimate Comics line with Marvel. I forgot which story he did there. But his style has changed so much over the years. Also, there should be another video up on the channel. I talked about his latest project, One Dangerous Donut, which is an oversized newsprint comic art thing. I don't really know how else to describe it, but I thought it'd be cool to talk about this one. And I talked a little bit about hip hop with him on the interview, and I am a huge fan of Felt. For those of you that don't know who Felt is, it's Slug from Atmosphere and Murs from Living Legends. This is their group that they do. It's one of their side projects, and this was released in conjunction with their second album, which was Felt Volume 2, a tribute to Lisa Bonet, which is what they do. They're out. They have 3 albums out. They always dedicate it to a female celebrity. As you'll notice from the cover, his art style is a little bit different from maybe what you recognize now, right? Just to show you guys the difference of what he did back then, which was 2005. Let's look at this, which was done in 2017. So 2 very different art styles, right? But that's the beauty of his work, is that he's constantly evolving with what he does. He continues to do mixed media. And I just love hip-hop, love comics. This is a comic about hip-hop, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So let's freaking jump in. So basically what this comic is he goes through each track and does like a page or 2 inspired by that. And it'll have the lyrics in the song. So right off the bat, you got track 1, and it's cool because since I love the album so much, I like seeing his interpretation of each track. Like, this is hilarious. Employees of the Year, and you have Murs and Slug dressed as superheroes. Just the bombasticness of his art style is so perfect for a comic book that is basically a hip-hop album in comic book form, right? And he got their personalities. Like I said, if you know Slug and Murs or Living Legends or Atmosphere, like, their personalities well, and he gets them across so well. So I'm really just, there's not much to say other than I love Mahfood, I love Felt, love comics, love hip hop, and I just kind of wanted to flip through the book, man. Like, there's really nothing else I can really say about this. But just it is cool to see the progression of his art and how it's changed so dramatically. I love the use of the blacks contrasting with the white on this specific page. Dirty Girl, and his lettering, dude, is something else too. I mean, he could have been one of the best graph artists to ever do it if he didn't get into comics. Look at that, man. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. He draws some of the best women in comics. There's just something about the way he draws them, man, that I just love. I love this right here. The contrast with the tattoo, the black and white. It's just so sick, man. So he spends a couple pages on Dirty Girl, which is the track that this is talking about. And he puts himself in the comic too. Even a lowly comic book artist gets lucky from time to time. That's another thing I really liked, that he put himself in here, throughout the book. That's him up there at the top too. I mean, look at that. Look at the capture the essence of two MCs just on the stage doing their thing, man. I love this. And that's like that looks like such a Kirby hand right here. Just that like right in your face, man. Which I'm sure is another influence of his like many other artists, right? Right here, dude, like I said, that lettering. Lettering is dope, man. Again with the contrast of the just the solid black against the white. Now, if you like Mahfood and you haven't picked this up, this is going to be an eBay buy. This is not something that you'll find at a shop. I mean, I doubt it. I don't know. I'd never seen it before, so I had to scoop it up on eBay. But you'll see more of this style too, like I said, in his Clerks books and his Stupid comics, some of his early Girl Scouts, like I brought up this Girl Scouts right here. This is one of the newer series, but he's been doing Girl Scouts for quite some time. And he's even, like he said in the interview, he's got another one in the works, maybe an animated series. Pretty stoked on that. This, though, let's get this one. Fear and Loathing in Life Vegas. There's a track on this album called Life Vegas, and he decides, in the song too, it kind of like talks about like stuff like fear and loathing, what happens in fear and loathing, the acid trips and the drugs and stuff. And he perfectly conveys, I mean, he says Ralph Steadman's a huge influence and he's the guy that did all the fear and loathing art. Look at this, dude. This is fucking insane. And even here you see the I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but there's the ink splatter that is one of the things that I can't explain it, but I really love about his art. Got more, even a simple phone conversation that he does right here of the interlude on the album is just so fucking sick, dude. 40 ounce, which 40 ounce comics was I don't know if he still uses it. I haven't noticed him use it on any of his comics recently, but that used to be his publishing brand, right? Like for his Stupid comics, his Girl Scouts, they would always say 40 ounce comics. And even this comic itself as well. Gotta throw in that MF Doom, man. Love that. This is a comic for true hip hop heads, man. I mean, I can't imagine like the casual fan. Maybe if you're a fan of his art, you'll want to pick it up. But this is for hip hop heads. This comic is meant for any of you guys that just love hip hop. And if you haven't, like I said, dude, haven't checked out Living Legends or felt Atmosphere, dude, go pick up one of their albums. If you like hip hop, you'll fall in love. We kind of talked about it in the interview, so I don't want to get too into it, but Murs is a huge comic book fan, so that's how this whole project kind of came about. Long story short, and I think it's dope when like I've talked about the connection of hip hop and comics, and you got an underground hip hop artist, got kind of underground indie artist, comic book artist, and they come together and they create this like unique and magical project, man. It's just so dope. Mixed media again. You got that's a photo of Slug. I know it's kind of hard to see. I like this too. You get kind of like a Charles Schultz of Peanuts. The Peanuts comics kind of got that vibe that he did. I like that. More Mahfood here. And here you got the bonus comic, him talking about how he made it. He got the album. So the story's here, but it's still, he kind of goes a little bit more into it in the interview. So I definitely, I mean, while I read this, I definitely wanted to hear the full story behind it, which was really cool to hear as just a hardcore fan of the music and the comics, And then we got, this, like I said, this is Mahfood himself in the book. Got more of that. And then a little artist bio. So I think it's pretty. I like that how he's got like he's basically showing like all the things in his life all crammed down into his head. Got a list of his other projects. Like I was saying, you got Stupid Comics. You got the 40-ounce Tales from the Brown Bag trade paperback. I mean, he's got a lot of stuff. Bad Ideas, which I just picked up. I'm waiting on that to come in the mail. But look at this piece right here, man. So dope. And that's the back page. Slug. You got Murs. You got Ant, which is the producer. It's Ant and Slug, which make up Atmosphere. You got Food One hitting up that felt on the wall, dude. So that's felt, dude. True Tales of Underground Hip Hop. If you can find yourself a copy, pick it up. It's dope as fuck. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Check out the Jim Mahfood interview that's live right now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at The Comic Lounge. You can also find us at thecomiclounge.com. Email us your suggestions, comments, thecomicloungepod@gmail.com. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, so you're notified every time we put up a new video. And on that note, I'm out.
You asked for it, you got it.